Something interesting is happening with the Bank token. Bank is one of the few altcoins that was actually able to outperform on Binance. We've got ZEC, so Zcash, and we've got Bank. And what happened with Bank is that the Lorenzo Foundation moved 84 million tokens to the Aster protocol. Now, Aster is a perpetual futures exchange. It's the exchange by Binance that allows to bet with leverage on the Bank price. 6 days ago, even news outlets talked about the mysterious wallet move. But then we've also got updates regarding a listing of the token. So how sustainable is this rally? Can we take advantage of it, maybe by betting on a rising price, taking advantage of the momentum, or maybe do the exact opposite, being a contrarian, hoping that the price will come down from here? Let's have a look at the on-chain data. Let's see who's buying and selling here really. Hi, my name is Gerhard. I've been in the crypto space for the last 8 years. I hit my first million 3 years ago, and it is mainly through active trading of altcoins. My track record is on the website down below. I started to publish my trades in real time in the last 2 years, achieving 47% annualized. We are at an all-time high. And every single trade that has been closed is here on that website. So I don't think that many people are willing to be as transparent about that trading. Now, of course, the current open positions, they are available for the premium members. So we've got news around listings. For example, here by BitHump, that's one of the leading exchanges in Korea. But we've also the integration with Lorenzo. Some people on Twitter call for manipulation, as in the token ownership is very much concentrated, and the few wallets that hold the supply, they tend to be connected. They tend to trade actively. Others are simply YOLOing in and they short the Bank token, and apparently there's no real news. So what's going on here? How can a token rally that much when nothing fundamentally is going on? By the way, if you're using X, formerly known as Twitter, then feel free to also follow this account over here. I publish data regularly over here. Make sure though that you follow the right account. So that's at Bitcoin Strat. Make sure that you don't follow a fake account. Now we could go through the technical details of the Lorenzo app. Unfortunately, they don't really matter for the price development. A rally like this does not happen naturally if there's no obvious news circulating. What supports the thesis of potential manipulation is that the flagship product pretty much has no value locked anymore. On chain, we've got 59,000 holders. So that's people that hold Bank on the Binance Smart Chain. But it seems like the spot trading doesn't really matter that much. On PancakeSwap, so the decentralized exchange, we had only a bit under 4 million worth of trading volume. On the centralized exchanges, so for example here Binance, we had 75 million worth of trading volume. But compare that to the perpetual futures. Here on Binance, we had more than 1 billion worth of trading volume. So really, most of the price discovery does not happen on the spot market. It does not happen on chain. It happens on the perpetual futures. Bank trades its entire market cap every single day. And so when there's so much trading on the derivatives market, on the levered market, and not that much trading on the spot market, that hints towards a potential short squeeze, right? When maybe enough people are betting on a falling price, maybe now the market makers are just buying up the token and liquidate everyone. The tokenomics would support such a view, because this is the circulating supply of Bank tokens over time. And 1 year from now, we will have almost 64% more tokens circulating. So maybe just a lot of people are currently betting on a falling price, and now we get that short-term manipulation. Unfortunately, this seems to not be the case with that current rally. Have a look at this here. This was May of 2025. We had massively negative funding rates. That hints towards a short squeeze, right? If enough people are betting on a falling price, if shorting is more popular than going long, then market makers might buy up the supply and liquidate everyone. That's not though what's recently happening. The funding rate stays very positive. In other words, the perpetual futures, the derivatives market, is currently used to buy up more of the supply as efficiently as possible with leverage. We see that in the open interest numbers as well. Now we've got more than 250 million worth of bets on the price. And that's for an asset that only has 161 million of market cap. Now, why does that matter? When the amount of bets that are placed on an asset are much larger than the value of the asset itself, then those bets can very easily get manipulated, right? It doesn't take much money in order to push the price up or down. So imagine you're a sports betting house, you allow people to bet on team A or team B winning, but at the same time, you've got a big impact on the game. You bought the referee. You can decide if A or B wins. And so if a lot of people bet on A, you as a sports betting house just bet on B, and then you influence the game that team B will in the end win. That's probably what's going on here. Because again, this is not a short squeeze. The number of longs and shorts that have been liquidated is almost equal. Manipulations like this can go on for quite a while. Again, a market cap of 150, 160 million is not yet that high. We can easily go to 400, 500, 600 million. Sometimes it goes into the billions. What's important is that this rally is very different to the one we saw in May of 2025. At some point, this will turn around. The question is only when. It's probably going to be when the attention on the asset slows down again and there aren't that many retail investors that want to bet on either direction. Now, I trade the altcoins actively as well, but I try to stay within the investment universe where I'm not directly competing with the market makers. That's a problem, right? We don't want to have the best people in the space against us. And unfortunately, I cannot share the positions that are currently open here on YouTube. But you also don't need to buy into the premium membership right now. There's something else. Below is a link to the following website, and this gives access to one of the premium trades. This is a trade that I currently have open, that many other premium members have open as well. And you can get it 100% for free without any payment, without any credit card, either by scanning this Telegram QR code over here or by clicking this button, then this will also get sent to your Telegram, or by getting it via email. Then you simply plug in your email, you will get that position sent for free to your email. And together with the position, you will also get a tutorial video that explains how to set this all up and what the fundamental idea of the trade is. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish this regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you next time. Cheers.